Good morning, everyone. Today I am going to discuss function. Yesterday we have already discussed something about function like power function we have already completed. Now let us describe what is function and how do we define a function. So there are different things associated with function like function definition format. Okay, so let's start. Function definition format includes return type, okay, followed by function name and followed by parameter list. So here in this example, or let me copy the same example here, Control C and Control V. So this is our function we have defined in C program. So this is our return type. Return type. Now, next thing is function name. So POW is our function name. Then parameter list. So these two things are parameters. Okay. And you cannot define function like, because here it shows integer x and integer n. So some people by mistake what they did in their examination, and this is very harmful for them also, x and y. So this is different thing. Here it is not declaration. Okay, but it is pipeline. Pipeline means whatever data we want to send. This is a function prototype or function parameter. Okay, or through this you can pass your message. So one value and two value. It clearly says that we will pass two values only. So I will show you function overloading also after that, after explaining all this function. Then come to declaration and statement. So this is our declaration and these are statements. Okay, so if we combine all this thing together, it will form a function. Function name, any valid identifier. Okay, it cannot be match, means it cannot be similar to the return value type, data type of result, default. In void indicates the function returns nothing. Sometimes we can use a function like void hello. Hello is a function and I don't want to pass anything. Okay, simply whenever I am calling, it will printf hello. Whenever we are calling this function, it will print only as many times if you want. So this is a simple function or simplest function. Fine, where you can print this returns nothing, parameters are also nothing, and it will print hello. I will show you with the examples. Parameter list, comma separated list. What is written here? Comma separated list. Although the data is having same data type, but you need to write exclude comma integer n, because these are the things which we are going to pass and this thing we are going to use. Okay, a type must be listed explicitly for each parameter. What is written? A type means a data type. A data type must be listed explicitly for each parameter unless the parameter is of type integer. Declaration and statement, function body block. Okay, function cannot be defined inside other function. Function you cannot define inside function like void power. I am writing here one function, function one, and inside this definition again I am starting void f2. So this is wrong. Okay. If nothing is written, then return semicolon or until reaches the right brace. If something is written, then return expression, maybe return 0 like that. So this is a simple maximum function. Okay, so we have already done with maximum, how to calculate the maximum. So here, see, this function is not defined here. Initially, we start with include stdio.h. Fine. This is our include file. Then integer maximum integer integer integer. Nothing is written x, y, z. It simply says that this is a function. This is a function which uses one integer value, another integer value, and one more integer value. Okay, and there is some mechanism. Fine. After this mechanism, it will generate fine. So these are the inputs, three inputs. So we have shown that these three input are of type integer. So this simply shows that integer values are there, and the name of function is maximum. So this function name is maximum. This is our maximum function, and these are the parameter list, and upon passing this parameter, it will produce certain output of which type? Output of which type? So suppose denoting
Integer
this.
type.
Yes, 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 correct. I am denoting this data type, this oval shape as integer. So three integers are there and output is also of integer. So this is nothing but it says that there is a function, and this type of declaration is known as function prototype. It gives us an idea about how do we use this function, how do we call this function. So it simply says that we need three values and it will calculate something. Okay, we don't know what why it is required here, because we have defined this function below this main program. So when I'm going to call it, because this follows the top-down approach, so there is no reference related with maximum. So that's why we need to declare this. It will say that in future, this program or this function will be defined. Now come to main program. So we have used three values A, B, C, enter three integers, and we have entered the three integers %d, %d, %d. So you know that these %ds are used for pipeline the values like this A or entered due to this B and this C. Okay, so due to that, it will accept the values of A, accept the values of B, and accept the value of C. Now come to next statement. Maximum is %d. See, one more important thing, whenever function returns something, then only you can use inside printf. Otherwise, you cannot use inside printf. Okay, so because it returns integer value, it returns integer value. This integer is intended here only. There is no meaning of this integer. Okay, although because parameters are required, so that's why we have passed a, b, and c. So this abc is now it is because it is in reference that there is a function which uses or which so these now come to these places. Okay, now this is our machine. We have designed machine and it will produce certain output. So this x, this a, whatever value a, whatever value of a is written, it is replaced by x, and similarly replaced by y and z. Then initially we have written this program very cleverly. Initial value of maximum is x. Now it is calculating whether y is greater than max or not. If it is like means if y is maximum, then it will change the max to y. Now it is again checking, because till now this is first number, this now comparison with another number, and now we will compare with another number. So z is greater than max. If yes, then it will replace this value. If no, there is no replacement already. Up to this step, initially we initialize x. Okay, so whatever maximum value is there, this maximum will return to this integer. Okay, and now this integer will print here. This integer will print here. So this is known as this particular segment of code is known as function call. Fine. And what is the function definition? So this is known as function definition. Any other thing? Function prototype. So we have declared function prototype. This is for declaration purpose before main program. Integer main is our main program, because we are not able to run our main program. We are not able to run any program without integer main or void main. Okay. So this is the way you can write your function. If anyone is having any doubt, just ask.
No, sir.
No doubt. So I think there is no doubt related with this function. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Function prototype. So what is function prototype? Like if you want to create, if you want to design particular machine like car, so you need to create a prototype, which is nothing but it gives a simulation that suppose this is our object. I want to design a car of this type. Okay, so I need to design the prototype. Here in this prototype, you can see that nothing is given here. Only design is given here and how it looks like. So this is our one prototype. So we design the prototype model, and based on this model, we can fit the different instruments inside this. Okay, so it gives us that 4 wheels we require, only simple things, 4 wheels, windows, both side window, and this type of design. Okay, so this is known as parameter. And prototype. An actual car is consist of it is written like integer, integer, and integer. Okay, we need not to give a, b, and c. Fine. And this is our function name, and this is return type for function. Return type, data type function returns default is integer used to validate the function. Prototype only needed if function definition comes after use in program. Means here prototype is required, and this is our main program. And if this function is defined here, then only prototype is required. If function is defined here, then there is no need to use prototype. Okay. The function with maximum integer, it takes 3 integer and returns 1 integer. Promotion rules and conversions, converting to lower type can lead to errors. Okay, means from upper to lower, like float to integer, it will lead error because the bucket, inside integer, how many fields are there? In case of float, it is composed of SEM. You better know what is the meaning of SEM. S is sign. It requires 1 bit. Okay, then the bits are there, whether it is 8-bit or something like that. 8 plus 1 is 9, and then remaining other bits for Mandisa. Okay, so this is the convention used for float. Suppose I had written 1, okay, and this is 1 1 1 1, something like this, and this is 1 0 1 1, and like this. So if we convert this number into integer, then it will give us a different result. Different result. Okay, that's why we are not going to take, or we are not going to convert from higher to lower side. Header files. So header files you know very well. So you can define your own header file. Contains function prototype for library function, stdio.h, math.h, etc. Load with include file name and include math.h. Custom header files, you can define your own function, own header file, and you can include it. Okay, for because function is coming, I already told you that you can create your own header file and you can use it for your purpose. Calling functions, call by value and call by reference. There are two things. Call by reference. यहाँ आप लोगों को थोड़ा ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा. It is very important. One uses the concept of pointer little bit, means we can change the values directly using address of any variable. Fine. So use when invoking function call by value and call by value. What is the meaning of call by value? The simple program, whatever we are creating, whatever simple function, like previous one is integer maximum. So copy of argument passed to function, change in function, do not affect original, use when function does not need to modify argument and avoids accidental changes. Call by reference, it passes the original argument. It is passing the copy of argument. It passes the original argument, changes in function, effect. Okay, so here anonymous or synonymous, not anonymous, synonymous thing, synonymous changes are there. Okay, duplicacies is there. See, each and everything is modified inside the function, but because we have not discussed any pointer concept, so we are discussing only call by value. Okay, call by value like integer max, integer sum is a function. Okay, it uses two variables a and b. Fine, and it will return a plus b. Simple function. Simple function. So this is call by value. Okay, this type of function is known as call by value. Now, random number generation. Let us try to generate random number generation. Yes.
सर ट्रस्टेड फंक्शन कौन से होते हैं?
कौन से फंक्शन?
ट्रस्टेड.
एक सेकेंड ना, मैं वॉल्यूम बढ़ा रहा हूँ, आप लोगों का वॉल्यूम कम है यहाँ. आप बोलिए.
सर ट्रस्टेड फंक्शन कौन से होते हैं सर? प्रीवियस स्लाइड में लिखा हुआ था ना.
ट्रस्टेड फंक्शन लिखा हुआ था, बताओ.
सर अभी जो आपने प्रीवियस स्लाइड,
यहाँ पर
नहीं सर आगे,
इस स्लाइड,
नहीं सर इससे आगे जो अभी आपने इस वो जो हेडर
सर
फाइल
कॉल
है
बाय वैल्यू वाली स्लाइड।
हेडर फाइल में ये
सर कॉल
सर
बाय
वो
वैल्यू वाली slide।
कॉल बाय रेफरेंस जो स्लाइड थी ना वो वाली।
हाँ, कॉल बाय रेफरेंस वाली स्लाइड में। ओके,
हाँ सर।
कॉल बाय, यस, यहाँ पर कहाँ लिखा ट्रस्टेड फंक्शन, कहीं लिखा है क्या?
सर कॉल बाय रेफरेंस में थर्ड पॉइंट।
Okay. Actually, this is not a type of function. We are having only two types of function, call by value and call by reference. Trusted function means once you have tested the function, okay, you are not you are not a very special programmer. Nobody is a special programmer in this world. Okay. So if you put any logic and if you get the output for at least 100 or 1000 iterations, the desired output is correct, then only it is coming under trusted function. Means for each and every value it gives us correct output, then it is known as trusted function. So this is only used with trusted function, means when, because it directly uses memory. Okay, so there may be chances of becoming a virus. Fine. So if we are using memory, so we need to create a program such that it does not affect the portion, operating system's special portion or boot sector. So such kind of things we need to check whether our function is damaging that particular memory or not. So that is why it is written as trusted function. There is no special kind of function. Okay. ट्रस्टेड फंक्शन का सीधा साधा मतलब यह है कि आप जिस पे विश्वास कर सके हर एक इटरेशन के लिए। जब भी आप कोई प्रोग्राम लिखे तो प्रोग्राम लिखने पर जैसे और जो आउटपुट चाहिए, डिजायर्ड आउटपुट चाहिए, विदाउट अफेक्टिंग मेमोरी एंड विदाउट अफेक्टिंग कंप्यूटर, इट विल गिव यू करेक्ट आउटपुट। ओके, सो दिस इज नोन एज ट्रस्टेड फंक्शन, जिस पे आप विश्वास कर सके। So now come to random number generation. Initially, we start with loading stdlib.h, returns random number between 0 and ranmax at least 32767. Pseudo random present sequence of random numbers, some sequence for every function call, scaling to get a random number between 1 to n, 1 plus random mod n. Okay, जो भी number दिया हुआ है तो it will give you pseudo random number. Pseudo random is not actual random. It gives certain repetition. Random %n takes any number between 0 to n minus 1. Add 1 to make a random number between 1 to n. Suppose you want to create any random number like binary random number. Okay. So how do you create binary random number? So random number mod 2 will give you binary random number. Because if you are writing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, it will automatically give you 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0 sequence. So it will not be a work as random number. So this random number function is coming from stdlib.h. Okay. Stand function. Stand function is also a part of stdlib.h, takes an integer seed and jumps to that location in its random sequence, strand, and then seed. So I will show you the output. I cannot explain directly. Okay. Strand time, then null, load time.h for time function, and it will return the time at which the program was compiled in second. Okay. So randomize the seed. So let us, okay, not just try to understand this. This is one program, random seed, strand function, use of strand function, include stdlib.h, stdio.h. So there is random number function, okay, and then strand function we are using. So what is the motto of this program? And this program uses predefined function. We are not defining it. stdlib.h is used for two functions. One is strand and another is rand. Now, integer man, integer I, unsigned seed. Unsigned seed. Seed means a particular value from where you want to, like those who have idea about Python program, we give one seed value. So seed value will give you the same output for each and every time. Whenever you are running a program, each and every time it will give you same output. Okay. So enter seed and scanf %u. %u is used for unsigned integer. Address of seed, strand seed. Okay. For I equals to, now we have used the seed values. Whatever values are entered here, I equals to 1, I is less than or equals to 10, I plus plus printf %10d 1 plus random mod 6 if I mod 5 equals to 0 printf /n and likewise. So the value of I, and let us show you this program. This is not very logical program, but I will show you. Because of seed, it will give you the same output. Okay. चल रही है. So this is our compiler, and let us in C language, any compiler of your choice you can use. So this is a program. We have used seed. Okay. And let us now delete this. What is the meaning of this seed? So printf %d, comma, stand seed. Okay. So when okay, this will return nothing. That's why it is not, I'm not able to use it. Okay. So this is our program. And now if we run this program for this time, so this is our output 25426 25142. If I mod 5 equals to 0, this is running under this for loop, and this for loop starts from here. Okay, so it is checking, and whenever I mod 5 means it will, why this particular logic is put here? Anyone, any guesses?
Sir, after every 5 numbers, a new line will be printed.
Good, very good. Okay, so this is the simplest logic. And now let us run once again. So standard input is not given. Let me write 456 and let us run. So this is our standard input and 61452. Again, if I am running this program, 61452. If again I am running this program 61452. So these are the random number. If I create a different seed value, so different set of random number will be coming in same sequence. So this is known as pseudo random number, and this ensures that, because if you are testing any program, so at least whatever random number we are using, it must be similar for all kind of testing. That's why we are using this seed value. Okay, if I am not using any seed value, if I am not using any seed value, then what will be the result? 25426. 25426 is coming. I don't know why this number is coming, but
सर आपकी स्क्रीन विजिबल नहीं हो रही सर।
विजिबल, बाकी लोगों को विजिबल, यस और नो?
नहीं हो रही सर।
Sir, it's visible.
Yes, sir. I know. Yes, sir.
Visible as
Because red mark is shown here, that's why it is visible. So here you can see that different set of random numbers are there. And if I am running this program 25426, 25426, I don't know, because same set of random number will be generated here. That's why it will give you the same set of output. Otherwise it will not give a same set of output. Okay. In different iteration, it will give you different output. Fine. So actually it works like seed, but seed is not there. So seed will give you the same output for each and every time. That's why we are using seed. Later on, if you are familiar, you become familiar with this programming language, then you will definitely understand what is the use of seed. Okay. Now come to next. So this is our output 667 for seed number 67. It will give you 61462, 867 24616, and 67 again 61462. I think this will okay. Now this screen is not visible, whatever I am showing. So let us change it to that screen. So here in this simple example, you can see that if a person enters 67 as a seed, then the output is 61462. This is random number, okay, but this is pseudo random number. Why pseudo? Whenever we are using of seed as 67, it will always produce the output as 61462. Okay. And for different seed, it will give you different output. So pseudo random number is used to test our program, used to test and benchmark our program. Craps simulator rules: roll 2 dice. Dice means passe. 7 or 11 on first throw, player wins. 2, 3 or 12 on first throw, player loses. And 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10 becomes a player's point. Player must roll his point before rolling 7 to win. So these are the rules. We need to roll the dice, and after rolling the dice, if this value is coming, so this program is clearly based on random number. Okay, we don't know how it will work. So here it shows the program. Okay. So this uses the simple logic. Initially, we start with roll dice function. Roll dice function will not take any value. It will not take any value, but it will return integer value. Integer of what? What this function will do? Anyone?
Generate random number between 1 to 6.
Between 1 to 6. Why 1 to 6 is coming? We have used mod 6. So it will produce 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 like that.
Sir, it will produce till 5 because of mod 6, and then we did 1 plus, so it will produce till 6.
It is written there only. Yes, that is the answer. Okay, that's what. Because why 1 is added? In this logic, why 1 is added? Anyone except this fellow who has told me that up to 6 is coming. Yes, anyone? There is very important logic. Just try to grasp it. What is that? No guesses. Anyone?
Sir, it will consider 0 as one of the units, so it will do 0 plus 0 to 5, so plus 1 is added.
Because if we play dice, okay, so there is always chances from which place to which place? 1 to 6. Okay. This is not movie of Amitabh Bachchan or Satte Pe Satta that which will produce 0 as output. Okay. Dice will always turn to particular position. So it will always produce any number from 0 to 0 will not be produced. Okay, this must be our target. That's why we have added 1 over here. So whenever any number is means if its mod will be taken using 6, it will produce 0 to 5. But if we add together with 1, it will produce number from 1 to 6. Fine. So this is the simplest logic. And now so that we may be able to understand what is going on. This is our dice. And these are the rules. So first of all, we have defined the function dice. So there are 2 die because we have 2 dice, and combination of these 2 dice will produce the numbers from 2 to 12. Okay, no number 0 and 1 is not there. 0 and 1 is not there, and 2 to 12 will be produced. And rule is that whenever means if one dice is like this and another dice is like, in this case winner, and another case In this case also the person is winner. और कोई possibility है? Is there any possibility? 4 plus 3 also.
3 and 4, huh?
Yes. 4, 3, 5, 2. Any other? 6, 1. Fine. And these all are reversible, means 3, 4, 2, 5 and 1, 6. So these are the chances, and another is 6, 1 is also given. Now 5, 6, and there is no other chance to get 11. Yes or no? So these 8 combinations are required to become winner, and 2, 3 or 12 on first throw player loses, and 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10 value become player's point. Whenever these values are coming, then it will become player's point, and player must roll his point before rolling 7 to win. So let us see how this logic will work. These two will give us number from 1 to 6. This also give a number from 1 to 6, random number. We have not used seed. That's why the number will be produced in different order. Okay. And now work sum equals to die 1 plus die 2. It will give us the addition of these two number. Player rolled %d plus %d equals to %d. So here we write die 1, die 2 and work sum. So it will return the value. It will print actually some value, and it will also return one value. Fine. So whenever we are calling this function, it will automatically return some value. It will give us die. Now come to the original program. We have programs. We have written program strand time. This is for time. Okay. We have used strand for time. Sum equals to roll dice. First roll of the dice. So initially, whatever value is given, whenever we are running this program, it will automatically go to there and it will print some value. Okay, we need not to give any value. Each and everything will be compiled by the system. Now switch sum. So there may be possibility that it is 7 or it is 2, 3 or 12. Okay, 7, 11. Two cases are there, and 2, 3, 12 is there, and game status equals to 2. 2 means we have these status for loser. Okay, and break, and default case game status equals to 0, my point equals to sum, and printf point is %d and my point, and then finally it will break the program. Now while game status equals to 0, while game status equals to 0 for default cases, all other cases, default cases game status will be 0, and here game status is 1 for winner and 2 for loser. Sum equals to roll dice. Now second turn, keep rolling. Okay, if sum equals to my point, game status equals to 1, whatever points are there. Else if sum equals to 7, game status equals to loser, and then it will close the loop. If game status equals to 1, player wins, and if it is not that, it loses. Simple logic is there, nothing special or nothing specific is there. Let me if you have any doubt, and this program runs like this. Okay, initial turn will give you this type of output. This is our first turn, this is our second turn, then third turn, then fourth turn. Because we are running in a cloud-based compiler, so it will give us the same output for each and every time. So let us see whether I am correct or the compiler is turning its random number randomly. So this is our C compiler. We are running this program and we have idea about program, but we are not having any great idea about this program. So initially player rolled 2 plus 3 equals to 5, point is 5. Again player rolled 2 plus 2 equals to 4 and 3 plus 4 equals to 7. So in this case, when player rolled 3 plus 4, it loses. Okay, whatever point is there, it will give you, it will lose the game. Now, yes, this function is working correctly, perfectly. Each and every time it will give you different output. Yes or no? So this is now working correctly for random numbers. Again, player loses because of this 7. Player loses again. Player wins. Now in this role, player wins. Okay. Player rolled and loses. So the same program is there. We have used the same dice function, and inside that we have used this random number function. So that's why due to this random number, it will run for different types of iterations. Clear? Any doubt you can ask. See, this is the beautiful output. Let me copy this out. So many times the player tries to win, but at this particular time, when the player rolled this 5 plus 2 and it will become 7, player loses the game. So this is the rule of game, and due to this, the output is coming, and this is single output. Every time we are running the program, it will be turned in 4 or 5 iterations, but here. So just try to see this program. I'm going to paste it for you. Okay. And if you have any doubt, you can ask. Conversation. And just try to run this program. You can run this program very. There is no problem, but try to check the program. What kind of thing you are not able to understand. Okay. So with this, I finished today's lecture.